Welcome to the Way to Be Human podcast. This is a safe space where we embrace the messiness of life, dive into honest conversations about mental health, and talk about what it really means to be human. So, this is a follow-up to the episode of When Connection Feels Fragile. I had therapy. I think it was insightful to a point. Yeah, I think I'm just really sitting with a lot of big feelings. My therapist made the point that this experience I'm having with this person is kind of more of like a reparative experience because, for context, I've previously spent several years in a not official situationship, and I think that really did a number on me, on like what to expect, what even is a relationship. Was I ever going to have a relationship? I think there's some probably trauma there. So now, like with this new person, it's kind of showing me that I can have the things that I've been asking for this entire time, and that it's not crazy or outlandish to want communication and to put in effort to make time to talk or to make time to see each other. Like, that is just completely normal to have. I mean, there's people out there that can do that. But I think my therapist also brought up another really good point, is that the experience with this new person of them like not following through on plans and stuff is most likely triggering for me, which makes complete sense. And it's something I didn't even think about. But as soon as we started talking about it in therapy, I was like, oh, yeah, that makes complete sense. Because in my situationship, it was very much just a lack of follow through. The communication was horrible. Like, I never knew when they would actually respond to me, or like when we would actually have a conversation, or when we would see each other. So I think it's definitely a big pain point for me, and it's something I'm extremely sensitive to. And I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that, but I think therapy gave me that perspective as something that I can be aware of. Because like in the other episode, I was talking about like this hypervigilance when people's behavior changes. And I think I've been able to more or less pinpoint it down to there's like certain aspects of the behavior change that when they change, I am really sensitive to that. And it's all just information. I'm trying to take the perspective that this is all information, that I'm learning more about myself and what I'm like with other people. But I think another takeaway I've been having, especially today, is like accepting that this is like information that I'm learning about myself and my relationships with other people does not make it hurt any less, does not make the uncomfy feelings disappear or just even feel less. Yeah, I've just been noticing with this new person that there's just a couple of discrepancies, and there's been like a little bit of like a miscommunication. And honestly, it has me in my feels. Like, it does have me feeling some kind of way, because I just wonder like why there's this change. What is it stemming from? Like, it makes me spiral, honestly. It makes me get into all the what ifs and just spiraling and overthinking. So I thought instead of doing that, I mean, I did do it already. I did lay in bed, just spiraling and making myself feel worse. I thought it would be good to just jump on here and just start recording because I think, again, that's really relatable, especially with something that's new. I think it's really easy to overthink and question all of the little things because we're looking for red flags or potential red flags. And I think for a majority of people, like, we don't want to waste our time. So we look for those things and see if they add up and, what is what and what does it mean? I just think I'm in a bit of a unique situation with this new person in the sense that, like, we've been talking regularly with each other for a while, but they have, like, outside influences that have made it really hard to maintain, like, consistency when it comes to that communication and seeing each other. So I'm trying to be understanding. I really am. I think I am understanding. Like, I get the external factors that are playing a part in all of this. But what I keep coming back to is like, wow, this still sucks. This still really fucking sucks. And I don't know if it sucks because, oh, this is such a judgment. I don't know if I even want to say it now. If I was in therapy, I would say it. I was gonna say that I don't know if it sucks because I don't know if, like, a normal person would be having this kind of emotional reaction to someone that is so new to their life. And I feel like that's just kind of for lack of better words, a horrible judgment because, like, what is normal? What even is that? And also, like, this is my experience, so it feels like by me thinking that and saying that I'm questioning the validity of my experience. I don't know. I really don't want to be doing that. I really am trying to come at this from a place of acknowledging what's being activated and hoping that I can use this information to move forward and just learn from it because I'm sure this is going to continue to come up and it's going to continue to be something that I need to work with. And that's okay. So yeah, I feel like all of this is just difficult and I don't know if there's like a true outcome to what I'm saying right now. I don't know if I have like a path forward per se. I think I'm still just trying to navigate it, really just trying to navigate when the big feels come up, like how can I process them and take any information from them that's helpful and not let it. I think my biggest thing is I don't want it to like fester because I know that's what I'll do. Like, as I was saying with the spiraling and overthinking, like I'll just sit here ruminating on stuff and I really don't want to do that. And I think sitting here recording is really helpful because it's giving me that space to process and talk through all of this. So I feel like physically better because I've been having very like visceral reactions to some things of like, that knot in your stomach or like your heart dropping. And those are just such shitty feelings. So I can feel that just those heavy feelings dissipating as I'm talking through this. So yeah, all of this is to say that, man, life is just so frickin' messy. Like, there's already so much going on in the world, and then just adding in the existence of, like, living as a human in the day-to-day, like, that's so it's so complicated and messy and beautiful, but wow, this is definitely a journey. So I'm glad you're here on this journey with me. I hope in some way this is relatable and or maybe helpful to others who have experienced something similar. But yeah, I just appreciate you being here. And always remember, way to be human.